What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we had a nice little sweep on those free picks yesterday. We ended up 4-0. We had Sonny Gray K's with Woods Richardson here, which you guys can see. I gave you guys this slip for free. It did cash, $100 to win $200. We also cashed this Devers and Gilbert play, which wasn't a free pick. I meant to have only the free slips up. But anyways, I gave these three slips for free. That prize pick slip, then these two parlay play slips. We had Woods Richardson over 14.5 outs with Hunter Brown strikeouts, 6.5 Ks, 250, won us $650. And then we had Sonny Gray, the Ks, once again, and I played it with Sugano and Eovaldi under the first inning runs allowed, which is an NRFI, which cashed us out for 250 to win 540. So overall, on those two slips, we played 500 to win right at $1,200, so $700 in profit plus the other slips. So $800 in profit off the free picks only yesterday. So massive day on those free picks. Hopefully, we can continue doing this. I am going to be picking a winner here in just a moment to win a free month of VIP. Before I do that, I do want to tell you guys, if you guys do want to get a free 24 hours of a VIP, you want to get every single slip that I post, every single money line, whatever, any app that I play on, you're going to get all the plays. Head on over to our free access on WAP. So what you're going to do, so this is what it looks like when you get into the WAP. This is what's going to look like when you click the link and you're not through WAP. So you're going to see free access, there's the weekly access, then there's the monthly access. Most people don't do annually, but it is there if you want to. It's $10 a week or $25 a month, which is less than $1 a day. Or you can join the free access. So if you click this free access and you join, it's going to give you a page kind of like this. You're going to see Aces Picks, newsletter, a welcome. If you click either, pretty much any one of these, you're going to see a link. This link is going to be a checkout plan. It's going to put you on the weekly plan, but you'll get 24 hours access. So you guys can try it for 24 hours and cancel the plan if you don't like it. You guys can stay on it if you want. You can go to monthly. You can do what you want with it, but you will get 24 hours free access if you use this link right here. I'm posting it on all the free slips. I'll be posting a free slip that's not on the YouTube video on here today as well. We got a good or a decent MLB slate. I mean, MLB is kind of weak today. WNBA's got a big slate though, so we're going to have some plays for that. So make sure you guys do at least join the free access and get that free slip. But link for that is going to be down in the description. We'd love to have you guys in there. If you want a free month of VIP, you guys know you can sign up for any of our partnered apps. Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Parlay Play, Prizepicks, Better, NOVIG, Dabble. Any of those apps get you a free month. Sign up using our code. We'll get you added. Appreciate the love and support for every single one of you. And let's pick our winner from yesterday. So you guys know I do this in every video. If today's video gets 200 likes, I'm going to pick another comment down from the comments to win a free month of a VIP. So drop a comment, leave a like. You got to be subscribed to win. Let's pick our winner from yesterday. So the winner is going to be for Dominic Bonavia, who said, let's go. So Dominic, send me a message on Discord. I will get you added. If you guys are messaging me on WAP or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, do not message me on those platforms. I get so many random scam messages that get filtered on those apps that I cannot go through all of them and answer. It'll take way too much time. I answer all messages on Discord. Give me time on Discord. If I don't reply in the first 5 hours, I'm probably busy, but I do answer every message on Discord. So join me or message me on Discord with any if you need help with anything. So just want to throw that out there. Link to the free Discord is down in the description as well. Let's look at today's slate, guys, and let's jump into some of these picks. So I've got 5 picks for you guys for free today. We got 2 WNBA as well as 3 baseball plays. Hopefully we can get a nice little clean sweep once again. That will be great. Looking at our slate for WNBA, we got a 5-game slate, and I will say, guys, I had a request to bring back Props Madness, and I brought it back. I'm not partnered with them. I'm paying to use Props Madness, but I'm bringing it back so you guys can see these shot charts for the WNBA because I used it all year in NBA. So just because you asked, you shall receive. I'm going to try to make these videos as the best I can. But anyways, guys, let's jump into our first play of the day. So doing my research today, I saw the Sparks versus the Liberty today, and I was like, you know what, Liberty's probably a good game to target. Got on Parlay Play to see what the lines were for some of these Liberty players, and Brianna Stewart. So they're pulling a chalkboard on Parlay Play, and what I mean by that is chalkboard likes to take original lines and boost the original line. So you're not getting a discount, but you're getting a really high payout on these plays. And I was looking at Brianna Stewart's points before the boost popped up. Now, it's going from a 1.8x to a 2x. So a regular line, which you can go check on Prizepicks. Make sure the play is the same on Prizepicks. But we're just going to click points here. Should be able to find Brianna Stewart fairly easy. I say that, and then I can't find her. But Yeah, 20.5. So it's going to be the same. Same line on Prizepicks, just playing her original line at 20.5. I know this is a high line, especially for some of these WNBA players. They like to burn us sometimes on these points props. But Breanna Stewart has cashed us out 2 or 3 times this year already, and we're going to give her another chance, especially with the boosted line over here versus the Sparks. So this is going to be about as good of a matchup as we can get for Breanna Stewart. So we're going to pull this up. Points, 20.5. Looking at her this season, she's cashed it 9 of 16 games, which is 56%. She's averaging 20.75 points per game, so right at 21 points per game. Head-to-head versus Dallas, or not Dallas, but head-to-head versus the Sparks, she has cashed this 3 of 4 games. So no games this season, 3 of 4 games from last season. She averaged 27 points per game, so well over 30 points in 2 of these games, 27 in the other. Dominant. If you look at the Sparks points defense, 11th in the league, which is second to last, giving up 87 points per game. If you go to guard position, it's 8th, forward is 8th, center is 7th. But overall, they give up a ton of points. Gotta love it. Great matchup for Breanna Stewart. If we pull up the Liberty right here versus the Sparks, we hit Breanna Stewart. You can look at her matchup here. So this is a shot chart. So what this looks at is where Breanna takes a certain percent of her shots versus the defense on the opposing team. So if you look at under the basket defense, 44% of her shots are under the rim, going against the weakest defense in the league under the rim. Now, if you go to in the paint, you're looking at 33% of her shots versus the top 5 defense, which really still doesn't scare me. You look at 3 points, she takes 14% of her shots in 3 points, going against the worst, one of the worst defenses, actually there's 13 teams. I don't know why I'm saying that's the worst, but second to worst and the worst team in the league in terms of 3 points allowed. But anyways, great matchup for Breanna Stewart. I just don't see her not giving us at least close to 21 points. I can see her dropping 25, 30 points. I can see her hooking us at 20. And I'm not saying this line is guaranteed by any means. It is probably going to be slightly sweaty unless she just has a really good pop-off game. I'm hoping that happens. But for a 2x value compared to Prizepicks, compared to every other app, I'm gonna take my chances on it because I wanted to take the chances on it at a regular payout. So taking this up to a 2x is definitely going to help us out, and I'll show you why this helps us out so much here in just a second. But that being said, Breanna Stewart is pick number 1 of the day, over 20.5 points, and who I'm pairing her with is going to be with our girl Sonia Citron. So you guys know I played her the other day. Took her under, and she burned me pretty bad. So looking at her points prop, Citron's points are 12.5. Now, they're playing against the Minnesota Lynx. The Lynx have one of the best defenses in the league. If you look at their points defense, it is the best defense in the league, giving up only 74 points per game. If you look at Citron this season, 12 of 17 games, she went over 12.5. Now, head-to-head, 1 game versus Minnesota, she had 9 points. Looking at her shot volume, she's averaging 13 to 15 shots per game over her last 5 games. She has taken these shots into her own hands. Okay, that made no sense. But anyway, she's taking a lot more shots, taking the games into her own hands is what I meant to say. But averaging 15 points per game over the season. Playing really, really well. I would be lying if I said Sonya didn't scare me at 12.5. I honestly was looking at 14.5 and I wanted to take the under, but they won't let me. So what I decided to do is buy this points line down with the Breanna Stewart. So if you take her points at 9.5 with this 2x, you're getting a 2.5x payout. So $250 is going to win us $630. I like this slip a lot. Now, let's take Sonya. We're going to buy her down to 9.5 and look at her for the season. She's cashed this in 16 of 17 games. The only game she missed was the only game she has versus Minnesota. Now, they have the best 3 points defense in the league. It's a tough matchup. For her to go from 27 and 20 points shooting this many field goal attempts to getting less than 10, I just don't see it happening unless she just has a horrendous game. And last game versus Minnesota, she put up 13 shots. She only shot 23%. 3-point attempts, she shot 4 threes, made 1 of them. So, I mean, odds are she's going to make more than 3 of 13 baskets today if she takes that many shot attempts. I think she does. I think she's going to come out here and have a good game. So if we're going to pull up the Minnesota Lynx game, come down here to Sonia Citron, and we're going to look at the matchup. So the matchup does look rough. They have the number 1 3-point defense in the league. She takes 31% of her shots from the 3-point line, or that's from the middle threes. If you look at her overall 3-point percentage, she's shooting 43% from behind the arc. She just shoots a lot of corner threes as well, 12% corner threes, which is actually quite a bit. They don't have a super good corner 3 defense, but their regular defense, pretty dang good. If you look at everything else, 31% of her shots are under the basket, 16% in the paint, 10% mid-range. She's got pretty much a yellow and orange matchup there, so not horrible in some of these areas, but this red and orange matchup, that's going to be 47% of her shots right there. That's going to be against the number 1 defense in those respective spots. So it is a tough matchup. which is why I decided to buy it down. On parlay play, it looks like it just got bumped down a little bit. Was it not a 2.5x or 2.51? Anyways, it's a 2.48x right now. If you play this on Prizepicks, so we're going to search Sonya, points to 9.5, you got a 2.2x. So 250 would win me 560 compared to 620, which is literally a $58 difference right here. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this in. We accepted the updates. We got the slip locked in, showing you guys a live slip. I took Brianna Stewart for the Liberty, paired her with Sonya Citron from the Mystics, 20.5 points, and then 9.5 points. Took the over, 250 to win 620. If you don't like the plays, take the under. If you want to hedge Brianna Stewart on this, you could take the under as well. It's totally up to you. I wouldn't blame you for hedging Brianna Stewart with the payout that high on her over. Yeah, but that's totally up to you guys what you want to do with that. You could do this. You could take Brianna regular points under and pair it with like a promo, and you still have over a double up on that as well. And then no matter what, you would at least profit slightly, because as long as they're both over a double up. If that makes sense. Hope that made sense. For example, let's see what this payout would be. So Brianna Stewart, regular points. If you took these, you got 2.5x. So let's say I play 250 bucks on this. Courtney Williams cashed. I would cash for 640 and then miss the other. So I only paid $500 in these two slips. I would automatically be guaranteed to profit 120 minimum, if that made sense. But that's assuming that Sonya and Courtney Williams cash. It's assuming the pairs cash. But just throwing it out there, if you want to hedge it, you can. I like Brianna today, so I'm probably not going to hedge it. I'm just going to trust my gut on this one and hope she cashes. But that's what we got for WNBA, guys. Some of these promos on Parlay Play, which Code Fantasy Aces and Parlay Play gets you a free $5. It gets you a deposit match up to $100 and a free month of our VIP. But I like the Paige Beckers play. 17.5 is a little bit high. Going against Phoenix, she had 35 points her first game versus Phoenix. Who knows what happens with her? She's obviously young. His first year it's going to be 18 points per game is going to be hard to keep up. But for a boosted play at a 1.47x, it's not that bad. Courtney Williams, 19.5 PRA. I like that one as well. You guys can do what you want with that information. I'm not going to lock in more than another slip because I've got 2 more slips I'm locking in live. So I'm giving you guys 3 free slips again. So I don't want to give too much because I do have to have plays for VIP as well. And yeah, hope you guys can understand that. But anyways, swapping over to baseball. Games today. Got a decent size slate. I personally don't love this slate. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to come close out Props Madness. We're going to come to RotoWire, and we're going to take a look at what we have for today. So I'm going to go ahead and just run over to the Giants game. So we got the Giants pitching against or playing against the Diamondbacks in Arizona. It's a dome. We don't have to worry about weather issues here, which is perfect. I love these dome games. We're going to start with our no runs first innings. So I was looking for Seth Lugo and Logan Evans in NRFI. I can't find it on any platforms. So my second favorite on the board was the Giants versus the Diamondbacks in RFI. Love the Robbie Ray side of things. We can click Robbie Ray here. Come down here to how the Diamondbacks bat versus Robbie Ray. If you look at the top 3, Marte is 3-0, 0-0, 7-3, 11-4 for Suarez. They do have some pretty high OPSs because they do have home runs, so that does increase the OPS or the OPS by a lot. But overall, like, it's Robbie Ray, man. Robbie Ray is a really, really good pitcher. He should come out here and have a good game. I like Robbie Ray tonight a lot. I don't think he's going to give up a run in the first inning. That's just how I feel about it. Don't think he will. If you come to the other side of things, Brandon Pfaadt. This is the one that worries me. Brandon Pfaadt has a 5.38 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP. His ERA scares the crap out of me because he could give up some homers. Now, if you look at Brandon Pfaadt versus the Giants, not much data to go off of. 4 at-bats, 2 hits. I was looking at the completely wrong area. 4 at-bats, 2 hits, 0-0, 5-2, 2-1. So OPS is 1.3, 800. If one of the first 3 gets on base, then we're looking at Flores and Hooley to come up, 2-1, 2-1. So there's not a lot of data to go off of. I'm taking a risk on this side of things. I don't think Robbie Ray gives up a run, but I think Brandon Pfaadt could be a little bit sweaty. But hopefully this is just 3 quick outs for both teams, and we're good to go. Now, that'd be awesome. I like this NRFI. Like I said, it's my second favorite one on the board. There's not a lot that I like on here. Like, I'm not touching the Houston-Colorado game. Not going to touch Detroit-Washington. I try to look for at least one good pitcher versus mediocre offense is what I like to look for when I do NRFIs, but there's not really a pitcher that's like that versus a crappy offense. It's either a decent offense versus a good pitcher or crap offenses versus bad pitchers, which I'd rather have a good pitcher versus a decent offense than the other one. But anyways, 1.7x right here. Robbie Ray and Brandon Pfaadt, the no runs first innings. You can get this on Prizepicks as well if you guys decide you want to play it here. It's going to be the exact same payout, but it is on the board. So anyways, that's going to be pick number 1. Jumping into our second play, I'm going to go ahead and jump into Robbie Ray's pitching outs because, like I said, I like Robbie Ray a lot. I'm taking his pitching outs over 17.5. If you look at Robbie Ray on the season, he's cashed this 11 of 17 games, 65% hit rate. He has a long leash, averaging 94.4 pitches per game. He has several games where he has over 100 pitches. He's going to have a long leash versus Arizona. He obviously pitched 6 innings, his only game this season, back on May 13th. Had 18 pitching outs. So overall, he good shot. He goes over. He started the season off a little bit rough. As of lately, man, he's been dominant in terms of going at least 6 innings. So love to play. Been playing Robbie Ray about every time he comes out. He did chalk us, I think, versus Boston that one game, but he's cashed us the other 2 as well. So I mean, it is what it is. He's not going to get it every single time. It is a tough matchup. Arizona has a good offense. If you look at Robbie Ray, he's 8-3, 2.75 ERA with a 1.15 WHIP versus Arizona. 4.50 ERA with a 1.67 WHIP. If you come down here and look at Arizona's offense versus a left-handed pitcher, they have a top 10 offense in every category, 250 batting average, 319 on-base percentage, and a 723 OPS. So obviously, like I said, a good offensive team. Robbie Ray's obviously a very good pitcher, and it's one of those, like, I'm hoping Robbie Ray can pull it out for us. I like to play in a dome, and I think he cashes us out. So we can't come over here and go to away games. He's cashed 4 of 8 in away games, so it doesn't really change anything. A lot of these are from early. I don't like these early games. I just don't trust. Like, I almost scratch those 3 out and say he's 4 out of his last 5 he's cashed. That's kind of how I'm looking at these away games because, like I said, he had a slow start this season. He did struggle. I was looking at Robbie Ray early in the season, and I was like, holy crap, man, we might be in some trouble with Robbie Ray. But look at that stretch of 8 games in a row where he pitched 6 or 7 innings every single time, and some of these were against decent offenses. The Padres, good offense. Let's see here, another one there. This versus Arizona, 6. The Cubs are a good offense, pitched 6. That one was versus Texas. So that's about the only 3 really dominant offenses he pitched against. But regardless, Robbie Ray, 17.5. We've already looked at the batter data. Like to play a lot. You can get it on Prizepicks. You can get it on Underdog Underdog. You can get it on Parlay Play, whichever platform you prefer. I don't know why I did that, but outs. Okay. So let's find Robbie Ray. I can't play it with this, obviously, because it's the same pitcher, but I will show you guys. He is on the board for 1.6x. You can get him there if you want. I'm going to show you a free slip now for Prizepicks, which we will be locking in. We will be locking in on Parlay Play as well to show you guys. We got Festa with Robbie Ray pitching outs, 14.5, 17.5, $100 to win $225. We're going to check the payout right here on Parlay Play as well. So let's pull up Festa. 14.5 outs with Robbie Ray, and I'm going to lock this in before Festa's 14.5 somehow gets pulled because they don't like to give these 14.5 outlines very much. So you got 2.38x on here. It's a 2.25 on Prizepicks. You can see right there, $100 win you $225. $100 on this would win you $238. So better payout still on Parlay Play. Once again, why I like to play Parlay Play, locking this in as our second slip of the day. You guys can see Robbie Ray, Festa locked in. We got Brandon Stewart and Citron locked in still. Showing you guys the slips are legit. I'll pull Festa up real quick. We'll do our research on it. Twins pitcher. His original line's under 15.5. You can get him at 14.5. He's cashed this 2 of 7 games. So you're looking at this and you're probably like, holy crap, why in the heck would we play David Festa versus or to go over pitching outs? Now, pitching against Miami. If you look at Miami, well, why is it not on here? Okay, so Miami's offense, decent batting average, on-base percentage and OPS not very good. So they have a 257 batting average, 319 on-base percentage, 719 OPS. So not a bad offense, not a good one either. Head-to-head, Festa went 13 pitching outs his last game, which was last season. He had 13, which is starting the 5th inning, but he didn't finish it. If you look at him this season, he pitched 6 full innings versus Texas, almost 6 innings versus Detroit. He's averaging 78 pitches per game. He's getting close to 80 as of right now, as of lately. I just don't. He's one of those pitchers. It's going to be. It's not a guaranteed 5 innings like Robbie Ray would be, for example. I mean, I'm not saying he's guaranteed, but majority, like 99.9% of the time, Robbie Ray will go 5 full innings. Festa's not like that. He's 5.40 ERA, 142 WHIP, got some control issues, struggled a little bit, but I do think he gives up or comes out here and gives us 5 innings tonight. So I'm taking my chances on it on Parlay Play. the payout had to be like, what was it, like 1.4x? I can't remember what that was. So yeah, 1.5x. So not a bad payout for that for a 14.5 line. I like it to play. And your boy's about to sneeze. Hopefully I remember to cut that out. But excuse me. Anyways, let's pull up the Minnesota game right here. Where we at? Festa, and we're going to see how the Marlins have batted versus them in the past. So not much data. 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0. Holy crap! I hope I remember to cut these out. If I do not remember to cut these out, that's going to be really bad for you guys. But anyways, good lineup. Everything looks good overall. I think Festa gives us 5 innings, and that's why I got him locked in. So third slip, what we're going to lock in is we're going to pair something with our NRFI. We're going to come over here. We're going to go to Robbie Ray, Brandon Pfaadt, under. And we're going to come over to the promos. We're going to click one of these promos, and we're going to lock it in with a promo. We're going to find the one that we like the best left on the board. We got Yankees versus Toronto. We know Toronto has a pretty patient team. They don't strike out a whole lot, so I don't know that I like Schmidt for Ks. We could go with Beckers, or we could go with Courtney Williams. We could go with Seth Lugo. Lugo at 5.5 Ks is a regular 2x. That would give us a 3.5x payout. Probably not going to take that one as it. We kind of want like a freer play. So, Courtney Williams could be a good one. Trying to figure out which one I like the most. Perez, Ks. Let's pull up Perez just to see what the matchup looks like in terms of. I'm not real sure how high of a strikeout percentage Minnesota has, if we're being honest. So 4.5. Perez has catched 2 of 4. They strike out 21% of the time, 11th in the league, and he's not a high strikeout pitcher. I don't like that play. I will not be playing Perez to give us 5 Ks. Throwing it out there. Don't like it. I thought Minnesota struck out a little bit more than that, but I was definitely wrong. We can pull Schmidt up. Pretty sure Schmidt, the matchup's not going to be good, but in terms of how often he's hit this line, I think he's hit it a decent amount. Yeah, so Schmidt's hit this 11 of 13 games, so he's been killing it. If you look at Clark Schmidt, he averages 8.5 Ks per 9 innings, which is right at a strikeout per inning pitcher. Going against the #1 team in the league in terms of strikeout, they don't strike out. They strike out less than any other team in the league. So 17.6% of the time. He did get 6 Ks his last outing versus Toronto, which is earlier this season. He averaged 4 the year before that. So just depends on what you want to look here. Schmidt's probably not a bad play at 4 Ks. I could see him going for 5 innings at least. That being said, he could go 6. We'll see. That might be a good play. Let's I think we're going to lock it in with Clark Schmidt. I was going to take it with Beckers or Courtney Williams, but I think I trust Schmidt a little more than them two, to be honest with you. No offense to either of those two. Just throwing it out there. So we're going to lock in Clark Schmidt with the Robbie Ray, Brandon Pfaadt, $250. We got 3 slips locked in now. We got $750 to win, $1,800. If we sweep, we're going to profit $1,100 again, which would be absolutely awesome. But anyways, guys, that's what we got. Robbie Ray, David Festa. Both over pitching outs, $250 to win $595. We got Brianna Stewart and Sonia Citron, both over points, $250 to win $620. Then we got Clark Schmidt, promo, plus Robbie Ray and Brandon Pfaadt, NRFI, $250 to win $620. 3 nice slips to lock in. You can lock them in on Prizepicks if you'd like. Totally up to you. That's what I've got for today, guys. So make sure you guys join our free WAP. Like I said, link is down in the description. Join our Discord. We'd love to have you in the Discord. If you want to join VIP to get all of our plays, we'd love to have you in there. Join one of the best communities on the market for sports. And anyways, guys, hope you have an awesome day. Hope we sweep everything, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.